今日はですね、オリジンエフェクトの創始者で代表でありますサイモン・キーツさんをお招きしてお話をお伺いしていきます。Hello Simon, welcome to our store.
Thank you so much.
We are always amazed at the quality of your products. I am sorry to take up your time, but we would like to ask you a few questions. Tell us about your background, musical career.
Okay. So I started playing guitar when I was 12 years old, and around 15 or so I started building guitar effects pedals just for myself, just as a hobby, and then I went on from there to study electronics at university, and then when I graduated I got a job with Korg UK doing repairs, and I was still building pedals and amplifiers as a hobby, and then from there I got a job with Vox in the UK and designed some pedals for them, the Cooltron.
What kind of pedal, a box pedal?
So this would have been the early thousands, and they did some silver pedals with a valve Cooltron. And so there was an optical compressor and various kind of overdrive pedals that I worked on then. I worked with a guy called, my boss was Steve Greenrod, who had designed at Marshall in the 80s and 90s, and so he taught me a lot of, he got me started on the pathway to audio design. A good start. It was. Okay, so after Vox, I went and worked for a company doing noise cancelling headphones, which was good. But then I missed designing guitar equipment, and so I started doing some design consultancy, and I would be designing sort of studio equipment and doing some repairs. That was how I was making my money, and then on the side I was continuing to design things for myself, and I repaired a studio compressor for somebody. It was an 1176, and I thought this is the sound I've been looking for. Can I get this, because it's a big box like this, can I get this into a pedal format? And so I was listening to the band Little Feat with Long George slide guitar, and he uses two 1176 units, so even bigger box of two studio units, and so I wanted to build this into a small pedal just for myself, and I did that, and I thought I really should try and offer these to other people, and so I decided to set up Origin Effects and contacted the guitarist from Little Feat, and the first pedal I sold to him.
That's why you make a slider ink.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was something that was in my heart. That sound. And so I wanted to make it for other people for me to enjoy and for other people to enjoy. And at the time, there were no pedals for slide guitarists. And so within a couple of months, I had sold pedals to, a dozen professional, famous slide players, and that was the start of Origin Effects.
All by yourself when you started?
Yes, by myself. I was busy.
Really?
It has to be something that I hear. And now it could be something that one of my team hears, but it has to be something that we are excited about the sound of, that will then inspire us to make a pedal. So in the past it's been the 1176 compressor, or it may have been, with this pedal, it was a 1955 Fender amplifier that I plugged into in a shop in Austin, Texas.
Just sold yesterday. We've been doing stuff.
So it was a Tweed Deluxe, and I plugged it in, and I thought this is such an amazing sound. And then, so that's when it inspires you to make a pedal because you think, well, if it sounds so good to me, then it will sound good to other people. So that's one reason to make a pedal. Also, we want to add a new feature or a better sound, better than anything else on the market, so that we have, so that we have a unique selling point, you know, and there's a reason to purchase our product. We don't want to make the same product as everybody else because, you know, the world is already full of, you know, copies of pedals and things like that. So we try and do something that, that we're passionate and then do something different with it. So we have a roadmap in place for pedal designs. We'll try and you know, fill the gaps in our range. But on top of that, I'm hoping that we can do amplifiers. I think anybody who knows Origin Effects will know, or probably will have guessed that I like amplifiers, and yeah, so that's something I hope to do in the next couple of years. It would be kind of classic, you know, our versions of classic kind of valve amplifiers from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah, this one is a new one, Deluxe 55. Please recommend your preferred setting for this one.
Okay. Well, me personally, I like to have the drive just under halfway, and I max out the tone. This is because I tend to use a Les Paul, so it's a bit of a darker sounding guitar. So this gives you, as you turn up the tone, it gets bright, but it also breaks up more, gives you more overdrive. And a Tweed Deluxe, which is what this is obviously based on, is quite a dark sounding amplifier. It has a lot of bass, so turning this up tightens up the drive sound. And then if you were running into an IR or a power amp driving a normal cab, then you would have this in the middle on the flat setting, so that you are just hearing the amplifier simulation. Or if you were running into the front end of an amplifier, then you would select either mode 1 or mode 2 of the post EQ, and then you just adjust this till it sounds good into your rig. And the idea is that this post EQ cancels out the sound of your amplifier's preamp. So every preamp will have, depending on where the tones are, it'll have a signature sound, and so this circuitry cancels out that signature sound so that the amplifier can reproduce the amplifier model in the pedal. It just amplifies it in an honest way. And then I just set the level to match the bypass level for the guitar. And I like the 12AY7 better. I think that's nice. But if you want more gain, then the 12X7 gives you more gain. But yes, it's a fun pedal. And then if you do turn this all the way up, then the sound kind of collapses in on itself, and you know, like a valve amplifier that's going to explode. It's that kind of sound.
ではおすすめのサウンドセッティングができたということですので、ちょっと弾いてもらいましょうか。
So clean. Well, we can just do it on the guitar. I mean, it cleans up like an amp, so. And then you can just turn it up on the guitar. And then if you turn this up, then it will start to kind of fall apart like a tweed amp. So. Kind of Neil Young sort of. But if you just turn it down slightly, then it will hold together more.
Thank you so much. Please give a message to your Japanese fans.
Thank you so much for supporting the brand. You know, it's really, really touching to that people understand what we're about. You know, when there's the kind of language barrier and everything, but it's really great that the products kind of speak for themselves and that people understand. You know, and people understand the quality and that they enjoy the sound, you know.
Yeah, thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
オリジンエフェクツのサイモン・キーツさんでした。どうもありがとうございます。
Origin Effects yo Roshiku.
Okay.